League of Legends is going to be changing a lot. The 2025 Season 2 has been revealed and Riot was nice enough to show me beforehand some of the new things coming to League soon, new skins, new map, and my personal favorite, a new goddamn game mode. Let's go! So strap in boys and let's check out what Season 2 of 2025 is bringing us. And if you like these YAP videos and want to see new things like these ASAP when they get released, please be sure to subscribe. Riot has their snipers ready to shoot me if you don't subscribe. Please do. They are holding me hostage. So, League of Legends Season 2 will be bringing us to Ionia, if it wasn't extremely obvious already. And Riot has cooked a lot of new things with this new season. Let's start with the map. The map has been turned into an Ionian themed Summoner's Rift that has, well, way more green than the previous Noxus season, but it's still toned down from the original Summoner's Rift colors. I do say I like the blue pastel color palette way more than the red one we had with Noxus. I just maybe would have hoped it's a bit more vibrant and would have like variety of different colors, but I still do like it a lot. They've changed the turrets to being Ionian Spirit Blossom myths, the shopkeepers got a new look, a Boris you looking dapper than ever, and they have also changed inhibitors to wells. Well. And they've made the Nexus to be a fountain that triples down to those wells, and bro, it looks so gorgeous. It is actually just super nice to look at. Like look at the little rivers. I also want to mention and even give credit to Blue Jay, a mod maker who made a Spirit Blossom Summoner's Rift all the way in 2023 with a small team, because goddamn they got it kinda close to the actual product. And I want to give another credit to Riot Games that they are finally doing consistent map skins for Summoner's Rift, something we've been asking for years for. And now, listen to me Riot, what if after all these maps leave, you would put them in the store to be actually bought as map skins for yourself? Because what if people really like the Spirit Blossom map, or they really liked the Noxus map before and they wanna play on that? That would just make more monetization options, and the work that the team put on those map skins would be able to be relived even when the season is over. Hey, no worries Riot, that'll be $1 million to my PayPal by 5 in the afternoon. And now for the gameplay changes. Atakan now only has one form called Thornbound. This will be similar to Rune's Atakan, so Voracious Atakan is bye-bye, which is not the worst change, since I think it kinda split Esports League and solo queue completely. Like bro, I think I saw Voracious Atakan 3 times in the whole season, and we see that every day in the competitive scene. So the split between those two mediums was just kinda crazy. And there's a few new extra rewards for killing Atakan. If your team kills Atakan, you will instantly get all other Bloody Roses left on the map, plus a 25% increased effect on them. And the killing team is also rewarded a permanent spiritual purification buff, I can almost read, that on takedown blesses the area, slows and damages other enemies inside of it. Yippee! Atakan might be worth to take now and just isn't an objective that can be taken if you're like 20k gold ahead. Yay! Also, and I think this is the biggest change when it comes to most junglers and supports, Void Crops only spawn once. Yes, you can now only get 3 Void Crops, and the 3rd Void Crop gives you the extra might. And they're also moving Rift Herald to 15 minutes again. I think this is a very interesting change, but I'm sure top laners are happy now that their island isn't full of chaos before the 20-minute mark again. Also, they are suppressing the bounty system and making it feel more polished. Riot has made a system that will now only help the losing team to get back to the game, unlike now where even if you're losing, but you yourself are doing pretty well, you can't give the 25-0 enemy team Kai'Sa a 700 gold shutdown. So that's amazing to hear, and hopefully the new bounty system works better than what we have now. If you want to read more about the bounty changes, here they are, and now they're gone. Okay guys, I'm not going through that, I have ADHD. I can't read that amount of text. Also, you can now finally swap roles in Champ Select. This is just to make sure if you're assigned, for example, jungle, you won't forget Smite and it just auto gives you the Smite instead. Just a nice little quality of life change that should have been in the game years ago. They've also tackled lane swapping more by now only activating lane swapping if one of the champions has World Atlas. So the only people that can now give those lane swap penalties are supports. And the only players that will actually get penalized are also supports, because the new debuffs only affect World Atlas stacks. I'm pretty sure this will not get rid of lane swaps completely, but hey, I appreciate Riot even trying. And now the biggest buff ever for Baus that will completely break League of Legends forever and make his playstyle OP as fuck. They have made gray screen slightly less gray. GG unplayable, go next. Also, they've added some nice UI changes that we'll see later on with the death recaps. And last gameplay related change is that Riot is adding kill streak sound effects on champion kills that only you can hear. Think of it something like Valorant sound effects when you get an ace. That's actually a pretty dope change. I will of course be getting those pentas in every single game with my amazing Lillia skills. I also want to show you guys how they wrote this down in the document that we got. On multi-kills, the sound will escalate to serve you as your personal hype squad as you chase a 360 no-scope penta. Bro, that's the most ChatGPT gamer sentence I've seen in my life. Now let's get to Inting and Griefing detection. Watch out, Baus. In the next patch, Riot will be rolling out a new system for detecting inters, something they've been teasing us about for a while now. They won't tell us how it works, because that would kinda lose the purpose of an anti-cheat. But in a nutshell, they have expanded the automated system to detect trolling and griefing. Like running around in base, buying completely wrong items, or following your jungler in his jungle and taking his camps. This has for sure never happened to me before, definitely didn't happen to me like last game. They actually did test this out on live games, and they said the false positives were extremely low, and that they were banning 10x more players per day for legitimate trolling. Holy shit. Damn, if that is actually true, then it can be possible that the days of soft inting are actually completely over. This will of course have false positives when it goes live, and some people will get hit in the crossfire. For sure, Baus doesn't get banned like 15 times with this, but if it's true that the false positives rate is low, then I'm excited to see what the new system does in action. They also talked about how Vanguard has given out over 700,000 wrongfully lost LP to over 30k people. Yippee! 100k of that LP was actually given to me. And they're also introducing True Skill 2 very soon that will detect smurfing and boosting faster. So you won't see someone going on a 70 game win streak from Iron 4 anymore. But now for the skins. Riot is introducing a lot of new skins coming out this new season that are Spirit Blossom themed. The champions receiving those skins will be Ashe, Irelia, Bard, Varus, Zyra, and Iron. Bro, I'm one of the 3 Iron players with Nicky Boy that is actually excited for the new Iron skin. But it is then a Battle Pass skin. Fuck. And this is for the Oil Princess. There will be a new gacha skin. Yippee! That will be for Morgana. I'm so sorry all the Morgana players. 07's in chat. Hoping Lillia doesn't get the same treatment later on. But one thing that I'm actually so excited for that Riot is finally doing after introducing this method and talking about it almost a year ago is that they're finally doing skins with the champion first, skin later method. And they're calling them variety skins. Let's go! Creativity is legal again! Yippee! And the first skin in this category will be Pool Party Twitch. And he will be in the Battle Pass as well. I'm actually so hyped for these skins, and I'm so glad Riot finally listened to the community on this matter. Because this means the artists at Riot can finally show their cool ideas and bring them to light without them thinking, but we need our 28th Star Guardian luck skin to print money. Bro, legit, I was talking about this exact same thing in my last fucking video. And they're actually doing it now. But yeah, I'm really excited what Riot can cook with this category, because again, this doesn't mean these skins are just gonna be day job skins or holiday skins, but they can be from different skin lines as well, or they can just come up with a completely new skin line that would just fit the character perfectly, without thinking about how many skins it'll sell. Let me actually know down in the comments below what skins you would like to be made with this new category. For example, one idea I legit had myself is a Briar skin where her chains would be like a basketball backboard. So the skin would be Dunk Master Briar, and then in her ultimate, instead of the arrow she now shoots, she would be throwing a basketball. Okay, Riot, please hire me. And finally, the last thing getting added to League of Legends that I'm extremely excited for. They're adding a new for fun PvP game mode called Brawl that is set in Vandiril City. Holy shit, a game mode in Vandiril City. Don't show this to Dantes. This game mode is basically League of Legends Deathmatch. Think of ARAM but without objectives, and you can actually pick the champion you want. This game mode isn't of course for everybody, but I think this kind of game mode was genuinely missing from League of Legends, and now we're finally getting it. The games last about 10 minutes, and the only objective in the game mode is to get as many kills as possible and push your minions through the enemy team portal. I asked Cadmus, the lead of game modes, in the briefing for these changes, how many minions each team needs to win Brawl. And I'm glad to say that he has no fucking idea, because the game mode is just a one single big shit show. So in this game mode, you basically deal damage to the enemy team by getting kills and pushing the minions through the portal. Each team has 250 HP. Kills deal 5 damage to the enemy team, pushing minions deals 1 damage, killing enemy minions in early game also deals 1 damage to the enemy team. But the reason why Cadmus said he doesn't know how many minions on average you need to push through the portal to win the game is because nobody fucking cares. This game mode is purely just a deathmatch shitshow in League of Legends, and the minions being pushed to the portal is just like a side objective. And I fucking love it. This is exactly the type of game mode League has been missing since forever. There's just one lane that's like 4x smaller than ARAM, and there are side lanes with a singular jungle gap that either team can take. And also the losing team will get a small damage buff if they're getting curb stomped in the game. And this game mode was actually made in Thunderdome, which is an internal game jam at Riot Games. And I think this fact is amazing. They're taking the same approach as they had with Swarm. Basically, the idea for Brawl also came from either just one guy or a very small team that then snowballed into a full game mode. And something like this Thunderdome game jam is an amazing way to organically make an amazing game mode, because you only need a single good idea from a passionate League player to make something amazing. Like, bro, this game mode is already giving me ideas. What if I make a bunch of content creators fight each other in a Brawl tournament, and I put Drutut and Baus in the same team? For sure they won't win the whole thing, right? And that's pretty much it for what's coming in Season 2 for League of Legends. I'm super excited for some aspects here, like the game mode and the new category for skins. And I actually want to hear from you guys what you guys like about the upcoming changes and new additions. Do you like them? Do you fucking hate them? Do you like the new map? Do you maybe like the new griefing detection system? Or do you just hate fucking everything? But one thing is clear. You should subscribe to this channel. And let me know down in the comments below what you think. And yep, that's it. Oh yeah, also new champion Yunara coming out.